Alright, so the next movie is of course Frozen 2 coming out this November for some reason.
Yeah, alright, let's go Maple Leaf.
Alright, so let's do this. So obviously Elsa is brooding after and having an existential crisis right there.
I mean, didn't she like almost kill her sister in the last movie?
Yeah, so basically she's having like a heavy depression right there, and she's looking at this like anyone with a proper mind would. And I mean, it's really dark. She's not helping herself, you know. It's like she goes to the most depressing place ever. So then you can okay, so you can see right there, she tried to kill herself. She's had enough of life, so she just runs up, makes a giant ice sculpture, and tries to like kill herself, like the guy in the in the Simpson movie, the guy was like pierced with like a giant piece of glass.
Oh yeah, bye everybody.
Bye everybody. So she just tried to end it all.
Yeah,
you know?
then she saw the Simpsons movie, was like, that seems like a good way to go. I have the means of doing it too.
So basically, and it tops at that, you know, you don't see anything else, and you think she's dead, you know? It cuts away because she's dead, and it cuts away to So basically, those are all a secret language used by Anna and Elsa, and Elsa's just using it as suicide notes. It's left so many frickin' of them that Anna is wondering whether, like, her sister still had sanity before she had superpowers.
I mean, how did I not see this before?
And I mean, at first Anna was confused. She was like, "It's not Christmas yet." But when she read the notes, she's like, "Oh." So you can see, right now she's trying to.
She's trying to join her sister.
Trying to join her sister in the afterlife, jumping away. But ultimately, she fails.
I'll never be as good as my sister.
So she's left alive. This is like
such a sad movie.
Yeah, basically, this is about like depression. You can see like on the title card, it's like dark stuff going all over. Like you can see like right there, like dark stuff going over Frozen. Like it's a movie about depression. So and you see right there, the man is coming to the rescue like any Disney movie, and he's coming with like some reinforcements.
Yeah,
he's coming with Sven and his buddies. So basically, what's his name again?
Olaf? No.
His name
Sven is Christopher.
Christopher, yeah.
Christopher, that's right.
So Christoph is like coming up and going like, "I'm gonna save you from depression. I've got some pills." So basically, yeah.
It's made out of moose horns. Don't tell me where I got them.
So basically, the world is so lost that it all depends on him getting antidepressants.
I want your interpretation of why that moose is looking at Sven like that.
Well, you can see that moose saw what Sven did to his brother in order to get the antidepressants, and that moose is now terrified of what Sven might do. So he's basically thinking of a plan of how to get all the moose away from Kristoff and Sven. And you can see, like, the one right next to that one is terrified of what happened.
Oh, God!
So, yes, this is
Meanwhile, I think I'm just gonna give my interpretation. I mean, Sven doesn't look very nice right at this moment.
Yeah, I think he's blind.
He's kind of, I think, you know, antidepressants are made of two things. Moose horns and moose eyes.
And Sven had to sacrifice himself.
I know.
And actually, that's probably why the guy's terrified, is because he saw Sven pull out his eyes.
Christopher just pull out Sven's eyes. He's just like,
So basically, everybody's terrified. And basically, like, there's two girls being, like, depressed. Then you have Sven and Kristoff trying to get the antidepressants there, looking all around the forest and, like, making it while they're going. Terrifying the other moose. And this is the third one in the movie. So I'm really confused because if you look at her face, you think it might be Anna, but it doesn't look completely like Anna either. So basically, that third girl, which is a redheaded, is basically Anna's long lost twin. So there was
I can see where this is going.
So basically, Kristoff got confused and gave her antidepressants. And instead of like curing that, and since that girl didn't have any depression, she got the power of autumn, and she can basically move leaves around. So she's basically she's unburying Kristoff, who realized his mistake, and basically together they're gonna try and find the two other girls and try and give her the antidepressants.
I'm just thinking it's like, yeah, like you got the power of winter frozen to it's like the power of autumn, just fighting this other woman.
Oh my god. And there's Ben right there, like
Christopher.
Christopher. Sorry, it's Christopher. You have Christopher right there.
Dead at this point. Sleeping.
So you have Christopher just like flying around. So basically, the two are like. Basically, I think those two are flirting with each other, and that's the way they're doing it. He's just confused and basically passed out at this point, and the other girl is just throwing him in the air with the power of wind and leaves.
Anna doesn't have autumn powers.
Basically, actually, no, I know. The girl is throwing Kristoff in the air so he can find his two sisters and give them the antidepressants.
But then he's just suffering from vertigo, and he's just like, "Get me down!"
So,
oh no!
so Elsa is stuck in hell and is trying to return. And she's trying to return from the afterlife.
Look at Olaf, man.
And Olaf is completely terrified of what Elsa is doing because Olaf is actually like what's his name? What's the guy in hell? Lucifer. Like
Asmodeus, the third demon.
So basically, that's what Olaf is, and Olaf is guiding Elsa through hell in order to get back to the others, and that's a metaphor for curing depression.
He's just like hugging her leg. Stop killing my brothers. Those aren't flowers on the floor. Those are skulls.
And actually, they're not red because they're flowers. It's just blood. So, and after that, at the climax of the film,
it's all hell, man. Everything's broken.
So Elsa made her way out from hell, as you can see by the left bones and blood on the ground right there.
Oh god!
And basically, Sven and Kristoff found the two sisters, give them the antidepressants, and now with the help of each other, they're gonna put hell everywhere on the world. and basically,
we're going to make the world autumn.
And yeah, basically that's how the movie ends, with them looking at over there, like depression cured, and with just
depression cured, but at what cost?
There we go. That's the final. That's the last thing Kristoff was saying in the film.
What have we done?
What have we done?
Like Bilbo Baggins. It's just like, what have we done?
What have we done? And that's the end of the film. The next movie is...
But this movie can't exist. Spider-Man died.
So obviously, I don't care how you do it. You just do it. So basically,
I'm just gonna deny the existence of this movie in general.
Okay.
But let's see how this. I'm pretty sure that this is just a ploy from Marvel to try and get us to watch more of their movies to see why this is happening. It's just like this movie is totally gonna come out. Spider-Man totally didn't die, and it's totally not gonna be just a teaser for teaser's sake. I never watched the teaser for this movie either. I only know that I used to watch the comic. I watched the TVA show as a kid, and there was this stupid villain in a globe head.
Yeah.
And I thought he was like a disabled person who escaped the hospital who knew a few magic tricks. And then it turns out that I get a tweet that he's like in this movie, and I'm like, this is gonna be like the stupidest movie in the entire world. But then I realized it can't exist because Spider-Man's dead. So let's just start. Okay.
So let's just go.
Okay. It's clear that this is that isn't Spider-Man. So
no.
Spider-Man's dead. It's clear that it's just someone who's dressing up as Spider-Man for a charity for homeless people.
Yes.
And people are applauding in the distance, taking photos, oh my god, it's Spider-Man!
Oh, Spider-Man!
Even though Spider-Man died!
Wait, they don't know that? He was on Jupiter when he died.
I know,
And
but
I
know, but I don't know, but didn't half the world disappear?
So maybe it's just a massive hallucination.
Yeah. It's just I'm Spider-Man.
Okay, so basically Spider-Man's back.
Yes, no, yeah, it's
no,
it's not Spider-Man.
It's not Spider-Man.
It's some guy who dresses up as Spider-Man.
Cool.
I'm gonna think, Flash. Is it Flash, that Indian dude? By the way, for those of you who don't know, in real life, I am Indian, and I find Flash the best character in all of cinema. He represents what we should be. Rich white boys. So I think that Spider-Man in this is Flash, and he's like doing something for the homeless, right? Okay, so once again, now Flash is actually concerned. I mean, in the movie, he's like Tiny Penis Parker, but in this one, he's like, no, stop taking photos of me. I'm the one with the tiny penis. And this one girl is wearing a Spider-Man mask.
She's wearing a plate. It's a paper plate.
It's a paper plate. What did she draw? Like, did she draw that? Like, did she bring like red and black crayons, find a paper plate from a homeless shelter, and was just like, I'm Spider-Man, I'm you, Spider-Man.
I mean, basically cosplayer 101. Basically.
Duh. We got Snoop Dogg being like, you're Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man. You're Spider-Man. Didn't you die on Titan? We got everyone like, wait, didn't you die on Titan? Didn't you die on Titan? I'm Spider-Man. I'm a librarian and I'd like you to stop, please.
She's like, Spider-Man, like,
cease existence, Spider-Man. This is a homeless charity, not a Spider-Man convention. It's being hosted in a library, and I'd like you to respect that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this woman's just like, I'm taking a photo of Spider-Man.
It's like, that's what she's doing.
I'm just taking a photo of Spider-Man. That guy in the distance, like, what are you? Well, you don't exist.
You don't exist,
Hail Hydra. You don't exist, Hail Hydra. Oh god. Alright, next slide. Okay, so now it's clear that they're gonna film a movie in, like, Venezuela, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's Venice, just Venice.
Venice? Oh, it's Venice. It's Venezuela.
Well, no.
Venice, Venezuela, how can you get the two mixed up? It's not like they sound pretty much the same.
Well,
anyway.
actually, yes, but no.
You gotta put that meme up there. Yes, but actually no.
Yes, but actually no.
You gotta put that meme. Alright, so they're in Venice. And you know what? No, they're in Venezuela. Is this your interpretation or is this my interpretation?
Okay, it's yours.
They're in Venezuela. Like I said, this movie is just a trick from Marvel to make it seem that Spider-Man isn't dead when he really is. Venezuela. So they're on a trip to Venezuela. That looks like a camera crew. They're obviously trying to get a picture of the South American dictator. And they're like, they're gonna go back to the fake Spider-Man, Flash Thompson. They're gonna be like, can you take down the South American dictator for us? Come on, Spider-Man, you're being paid by the government. You signed a contract. Now the crew is trying to find the South American. I keep getting those two mixed up. I shouldn't. They're very different. And now we're trying to investigate what the hell's going on, which brings us to. Okay. So they eventually find said South American dictator. He doesn't look very good. I believe he is screaming, "Long live the king! Long live my reign on this land!" And meanwhile, this obviously bald black person in the distance, who kind of looks like a new character. I personally don't know. Because Nick Fury died and it can't exist. So this can't be Nick Fury. I'm thinking it's Nick Fury's brother, right? I'm thinking this is Nick Fury's brother, right? And
who also lost his eye.
Oh, he also lost his eye? No, I don't think that's an eye patch. I think that's just the way he puts on goggles, and it's just like he just puts it on like on a slant. I mean, why do you think he didn't get the job? He was like, my name is Nick Fury. I lost an eye in the war. And he was like, my name's Dave, and I like Dave Fury, and I like wearing my goggles like this. I'm holding a gun. And then Dave's wife. He was like about to leave him, and then she got called up on this mission. And then which brings us to, I don't know who this is.
It's Mysterio.
That cannot be Mysterio. He's too handsome to be Mysterio. I mean, I don't know about you. Magicians, they dress up in some fancy stuff, but like, this is just overboard, man.
It's overkill.
That isn't game. Like, this isn't. That's not Mysterio. That can't be Mysterio. I know who that is.
Yeah.
That's Superman. He's like, guys, I'm Clark Kent from another universe.
Alright, let's do this one last time.
Yeah.
I'm Clark Kent. In my universe, I'm Superman. Alright.
And, okay, I know what that looks like. And you're wrong. It is clearly not Nick Fury.
Alright.
It is clearly, what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's like a teaser, right? So like Nick Fury walks up to the window, and then and then the image dissolves, and it turns out to be Nick Fury's retarded brother. And he's like, I got a city to protect. We're moving on to the next one. I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, you are absolutely right. Flash Thompson is going to save the world without superpowers, dressed up as Spider-Man. It's going to be the best fight scene in all of cinema. Spider-Man vs. Superman. Dawn of Justice. And it's gonna be like,
I'm Dave, I'm here to help!
I'm Dave Fury, stop fighting! Both of your mothers are named Martha! And then Superman's gonna be like, my auntie's named May. And then Flash is like, yeah, so is mine. Yeah, my auntie's named May too. I mean, yeah. It's not Habijima de Thomas. It's not Preya, it's a May. I'm not an Indian boy in a Spider-Man suit overcompensating. You're an Indian boy in a suit overcompensating. Okay. That's the Mysterio I know.
Okay.
How he like does a magic trick and then all of a sudden like, oh shit, and then like he falls backward like, oh silly me. Like, that's the Mysterio I know. So now it's clear. This movie is clearly like Marvel's interpretation of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Except instead of having like Lex Luthor, they have Mysterio. You want to see some magic? What's this? You got a coin behind your ear, Superman. And then Superman just like, and then he like spits out like a bunch of coins and just like, stop this. Okay. So it's clear that cause like she's what's her face? Mary Jane Watson.
MJ.
MJ. No, her name's not Mary Jane. Her name's just MJ.
Nickname's MJ.
Nickname's MJ. And then there's Fred. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Yeah.
Is it Fred? Yeah. And then some Ned. And then there's some girl.
Yeah.
So there's these three people, and they're just like, they're mourning the death of Spider-Man, and they know for a fact that Flash Thompson isn't Spider-Man.
The thing is, I just realized how actually I could have put some shots of Peter Parker in this, but somehow I didn't.
And it just went.
It just worked. It just made it work. It just worked so well.
Which brings us to the final conclusion. Obviously, what's gonna happen is Flash is gonna remove his mask and be like, guys, I am Spider-Man. And, well, okay then. I mean, he's obviously still gonna do that. He's just like, guys. And like he takes off his mask, he's like, I am Spider, oh shit. And he falls in the water and dies. And then this is how the movie ends. Spider-Man is just like, and then Superman saves the day. 'Cause Superman always saves the day.
Oh my god.
I mean, how else is it supposed to end?
No, how else?
I mean, you can't. Well, we can't have like Spider-Man save the day.
No, of course not. Oh my god.
Oh god! That's the end.
That was a great movie.
I didn't even know this was going to exist.
So did you see John Wick 1 and 2?
I've seen both John Wicks.
Okay, now the third one's gonna be there.
And the second movie was literally him killing people who said, "Oh, John Wick, you're alive because your dog died."
Yeah.
And then that was literally like
And the movie ends.
the movie, and then so both movies don't really end.
Yeah,
They just sort of keep going.
pretty much, yeah.
So I want to see what happens now. Parabellum.
Parabellum.
That
Actually,
sounds like a
you want to look
disease.
that word up?
Parabellum. Okay,
Yeah.
that kind of sounds like a disease.
Yeah.
like a neurophysical disease that
Yeah,
stops like your like an arm or leg working.
Oh my god. Parabellum.
Parabellum. No, a parabellum is Latin for prepare for war.
Oh! This fits because the last movie ended with John Wick having an hour before literally the entire world is going to.
Oh
hunt him
yeah,
down.
it's like everyone's an agent at this point.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
So let's see how this starts. So obviously this starts in the rain with John Wick running away as far as he can
With his dog.
With his dog. His dog trying to speak to him, making him realize that there's no use to running because literally the world is going to be after you.
I mean, that guy's literally looking at the dog like, you're my next meal.
So the whole world is going to go full on rampage once the hour is passed. So John Wick is like running for his life at this point. You have no idea how fast this man running. Usain Bolt would be ashamed.
I mean, he's probably chasing after him too. After the ending of John Wick 2, he's just like, no matter how fast he runs.
So for some reason, he's in Times Square now. Whatever, he can get out of this.
Yeah.
So
oh shit.
Okay, so he meets up with Ian McShane basically, and I'm fine.
And chokes to death.
And he's going to Ian McShane being like he can't kill the big guy, but he's going to get killed as well.
Yeah.
So it's a big lot of confusion. You know, it's a movie about confusion and loss, you know? Just in general.
Agreed.
So in order to escape this confusion, John Wick gets guns. Like he goes in this place and just gets so many guns that like he can barely walk at this point. Like you can see the other guy checking his ass. You can think he's checking his ass because he's gay. No, it's because his ass has 2 guns in it.
Nah, man, like 5.
5 guns. He shoved a rocket launcher up there. I mean, you can like that guy's like just concerned. That guy's just like concerned for John Wick, but John Wick's like, I'm going with this. You don't see him, but his legs like doing the weird thing when you jump, when you're walking, like you're holding shit, like you're walking, like he's like tightening his butt right now. Okay, so he's basically running away. And now he goes to the library because he's like 15 minutes left right now, you know?
Yeah.
He's preparing for the big like fighting thing. So he goes and he finds this picture of a black man cheeking. Actually no, it's him. Sorry, I thought it was a black man. So he finds a picture. So he finds a picture of him and his wife and a bunch of coins and God because he's gonna need God to survive this. Let's be honest. So it's like he's gonna go to the church and pray because John Wick is basically dead at this point. This movie is about confusion, like loss and death. It's about everything. So basically, after that, he goes to see an old lady, a seance, to tell him his future, whether he's going to survive this.
John Wick, your wife is with us here now.
And basically, the seance lady says, "You're dead, John Wick." Basically, this is a movie. The movie is about John Wick being like done. John Wick is like so dead, and at this point he's still clenching his ass because
Gun's still up there.
He's still out there, and he's just wondering if he's gonna survive this. So she basically just tells him like, keep on running. At this point, it's like that's the only thing he can do. So he takes a horse. So John Wick gets on a horse and fights with some motorcycle. Actually, no, he just comes up to that motorcycle gang and just starts killing them before they can even kill him.
I'm not even a hitman, man.
And he just shoots him like. So basically, John Wick is like on the rampage of his own basically right now. You're like John Wick. The seance lady actually told him before he went away like, the only way to fight a rampage is to rampage. So John
He's
Wick,
just gonna go kill everyone.
before they can kill him, basically, yeah.
He just becomes like a serial killer, like a public serial killer.
So basically, like, he's like the most world-searched criminal, and he's killing everyone. So obviously, he goes to the pigeon dude.
Like the homeless king or something, yeah.
And the pigeon dude's like, "I missed you, Neo." And then
Remember?
so this guy decided to like smoke pigeons. I don't know, man. I don't know. So and basically, so he found out that the pigeon smoking pigeons make you break the fourth wall.
Oh no.
So basically, the guy is now realizing that he was in the Matrix and in Passengers. So he's thinking about eating this bird to end it all, because this bird has malaria in it.
Went all the way to Africa just for me.
Basically, he goes to seek help from the pigeon dude. And to like get like a bunch of pigeons to fly John Wick away, like from the
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right?
And basically, no, the other guys are like, too crazy, so John Wick runs away, and obviously he ends up in the desert. So
how the fuck does this even happen in the movie? Like, I am actually genuinely concerned at the ability of John Wick. He is wearing a full suit in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Like a fucking champion, man.
He's gonna need it because the Sahara Desert is like -0, like when it gets dark.
Oh,
but
it's negative like 20 when it gets
Jesus
dark, and
Christ.
it's like a solid like at least 58 degrees normally.
Oh my
in
God.
the sun. He is dying right now.
So yeah, so John Wick is basically dying, and basically what's gonna do next is obviously like look for civilization. Actually, he's just trying to like lose himself, you know, in the desert. He's trying to like end it off.
Find inner peace.
Find inner peace, basically, because obviously like this is the end for him. He's like, there's nothing else left for him
No, of
except
course.
this. So he's gonna try and like stay in the desert for his entire life. But
Until he doesn't.
he doesn't. He finds basically a Storm from X-Men. He finds a girl with dogs. He's like, I like dogs, and she's like, I like dogs too. And basically, they get together.
Yeah, of course.
Of course, and basically they get together and decide to spend their life together. And you can see the dog is basically adopted John Wick at this point.
No, John Wick didn't adopt the dog. The dog adopted John Wick.
Yeah, because John Wick has to make for his loss now, because he's actually lost his second dog as well.
In the Sahara Desert.
In the Sahara Desert. So basically, he's making up for his loss by
Dog loving.
Dog loving, basically. Basically, yeah, this is what's happening so far, and he's gonna live a long and happy life with the girl killing people in the Sahara Desert. Basically, it's a final showdown where basically everyone in the world goes up to him, and
and all they have is 2 pistols and unlimited ammo.
and unlimited ammo. At some point, they realize that they have more enemies than ammo. So they just pull out the knives and start killing everyone. And basically, it's like this entire blood. Like, this is like, the Sahara Desert is basically red at this point because of all the blood. Like, the blood is soaked everywhere. Everyone is dying left and right. Like, it's the end of the world, basically. And basically, at the end of it, they just both survive and just make sweet love in all the blood.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
While the 2 other dogs just watching over the new land. And basically, it's back to Adam and Eve, like, because
Yeah. I mean, they wiped out everyone.
Yes, that's the whole movie is just Adam and Eve.
See, like, my interpretation was that they're just gonna stop ISIS. Like, John Wick goes on a killing spree, like the second 9/11's about to happen, and John Wick just ends up on the plane, and he's just like, 9/11, this motherfucker. And then, like, the plane just crashes into, like, an ISIS base.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And yeah, that's it for John Wick 2.
Oh, brilliant.
Alright, so in conclusion, that was pretty fun, I'm gonna say.
I think that I've lost a little bit of brain cells and a bit of my soul. But
it was worth it.
It was worth it. I do agree.
So thank you, Totally Legit Channel, for watching, for helping me making this.
I did watch a couple of movies. I mean, let's face it.
So your improv skills are always welcome.
Oh, thanks, Maple Leaf. I always love doing this stuff with you. I mean, like, we'll definitely be working on more stuff later.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be the cool YouTuber and say, go check out his channel. He's got some. He's got some sweet stuff.
Remove the sweet, and you got a deal.
Yeah, so and I'll see you again whenever. Thank you for watching. You want to say the final word?
Yeah, I personally think Maple Leaf's Avatar is adorable, and I would